back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, another village explorer. I believe I'm in Aristes here. Obviously, it was founded in 1865. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. What? You want to see more of Aristes? Come along with me. Let's crack on. Aristes, a nice little area. That's pretty good if a philosopher is named after. So here I'm going to start off my little tour. I'm at the Aristes Fire Department, Centralia Joint High School. So yes, we are right above Centralia. This is the next town above Centralia. And I've never really toured around this town and walked around it, but I know of it. Drove through it maybe once or twice. So today I'm going to walk through and give you my first impressions. So far everything looks really cool, like a typical coal region area. I love those Jeeps over there. There's some new developing going on right next to the firehouse here. That looks really nice. See, I got my bike and all my equipment with me today. So let me tell you a little bit about what I've looked up so far. So Aristes is a census designated place in Cunningham Township, Columbia County, Pennsylvania, United States obviously. It's part of the northeastern Pennsylvania. The population in 2020 census was 256. It's yeah, like it says here, it's adjacent to the ghost town of Centralia. So like I said, we're gonna crack on, we're gonna look around a little bit, and I'll give you my first impressions of this town. So thanks for coming along. Let's crack on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna crack on like I said. I got you mounted on the handlebars today. Hopefully the audio, if the wind isn't so bad. We're gonna take the first street right by the firehouse, and we're just gonna cruise up. It's really nice and smooth actually, very nice looking. The world's smallest dumpster I've ever seen, right there. But yeah, this is the first Town Explorer video that I'm using the e-bike on. So we're gonna cover a lot more ground a lot quicker too. Looks like an old driveway goes down that way. We got some puddles over here. We gotta avoid that. We don't want to get the bike nice and wet, you know. But these homes are really nice looking up here. Here's a really nice one on my right and my left. Very nice garages, a lot of rose bushes to my right that are very beautiful. Looks like an alleyway here that goes up and down. Old service station for state inspections. And here we come to a main road that comes through the town. But holy moly, the designs on this guy's truck right here are so fantastic looking. You guys gotta see this. Look at that. That's very nice. Like I said, here we are coming up to the main road. I believe this is Route 54. I think it's a state Route 54. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like it's starting to rain. I gotta find some cover because I'm out here on the e-bike. So I have to ride back and try to find some cover somewhere. So give me a few moments and hopefully the rain stops and we'll continue on with our video. So let's crack on. Gentlemen, it's looking like it's gonna pour on me. I have to get some cover so I don't ruin the bike. So I'm gonna head back to that firehouse and hopefully there's some cover there, which is right here around the corner. I'm getting pretty wet at the moment. I gotta find some cover, y'all. Looks like a little awning right there I can hide under real quick. Hopefully they don't mind. All right, we're gonna post up here. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it started pouring rain on me. So I'm gonna have to stop for today on this one. Probably come back another day and we'll finish up the town of Aristes. And we only just got started. So don't worry, the rain won't stop us. We'll come back out here in a little bit. But while we're here at the firehouse, you know, we got a nice little view. I got a little spot to get it under to try to protect it a little bit. But while I'm waiting on my ride to come get me, which is going to be a little bit, trying to keep it so it's dry. I'll show you, I got some stickers here from last weekend's event. Some of the channels on here on the bike representing. So ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We'll continue on here in a few. So ladies and gentlemen, I did get my ride here. The bike is secured in the back. The rain has picked up a lot more. We'll have to come back and finish another time. That's all it's going to be. So crack on. I'll see you all in the next part of the video. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Day 2, the very next day. We're starting off right back at the Aristes Fire Department. Got the e-bike out here with me. A little bit lighter on the gear today. I didn't bring everything with me like I did yesterday. It was a little heavy. So yeah, we're right back where we started off yesterday, and we're gonna have a promising better day. I mean, there is some cloud coverage at the moment, but it is promised to be no rain today, just a little windy, but that's nothing we can't deal with. So let's go crack on and continue where we were. So we're out cruising now, checking out Aristes. This is the first street leading out the firehouse. I went down the other block yesterday, so we're coming up to Aristes Highway, it's called. I might be wrong on what the route was called yesterday up here. I'm not sure what the state route number actually is, but I'm coming off of School Street. So we're gonna go up to the left here. I was just waiting for traffic to come by. And you see it's a crazy turn right here at the intersection. So I want to make sure we can get a cruise up here. There's a little patch right up here from the turn I want to check out first. So let's go up there and see what we can find. There's a nice looking church right here on the corner. Like I said, my first impressions yesterday was it's a pretty nice looking town. We didn't get much into it though. So it is a village. This is Wolverton Road. But this is a beautiful church right here. Has a bell out front. Very nice looking, very nice. What you all say? Take a look at that. I'll move the camera around a little bit better for you. Yeah, very nice looking. But anyways, let's crack on down the road. Gentlemen, as you can see, we are very close to Centralia. Centralia is only a mile away, like I was saying yesterday. Bloomsburg 17, up that way. Centralia is down that way. So Aristes is actually one of the first fire departments that responds to any call in Centralia, besides the Centralia Fire Department, of course. Here I am in the center of the road. Everybody's looking at me like I'm silly. So we're gonna go down that road there first and check that out, where that white car is heading. See what we can come up with. There's a nice shot of that church, actually. I'll take a look at that. Pretty cool, right? So let's crack on before the cars come, because we are on a busy highway right here. So it's very nice looking down through these neighborhoods. Even the mobile home looks really fantastic. Typical style, double wide, double homes. Smell fire burning. Very smooth roads, actually. Very, very smooth roads. Very beautiful neighborhood back this way. So we're on Old Road, it's called. Old Road, coming off of Willow Road. Very nice architect on some of these homes. Very suburban-like feel. Here's one that doesn't look like it's really too occupied. To get an idea of how big these homes are up here. And it looks like this is going to go in the back in the middle of nowhere. This road goes on forever, it looks like. Very nice landscape there. Like I say, the whole way up and down the road. Very beautiful. Swimming pools and all. And then right here on my left is nothing but the wooded area. So pretty cool little patch area up this way. Lots of flags and everything. So let's go farther back down into the town, or I'm sorry, the village of Aristes, and see what else we can find. So ladies and gentlemen, I stopped to do some videoing for my grand finale here at the church. Notice there's a cemetery, street over there. I'm gonna go in there, check that out, but we can do it from above here in a second. So let's hop over there and take a look. So yeah, we're gonna sneak over before traffic comes again. United Methodist Cemetery. Have a nice little overview of that. That's pretty cool looking. Very humble looking cemetery for a very humble looking town. So far so good. I'm enjoying the wildflowers that are growing here. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Look, to me that Might have been a service station or something over there at one point. Not positive on that. That's a pretty cool little find. I don't want to go up that way because the traffic on the main highway here is pretty intense. I don't want to get hit by a car today, ladies and gentlemen. So let's crack on back into town. It's very windy out here today. Very windy. Well, we're going to keep on riding. We got plenty of things to see yet. Let's cut across the street here. I want to see what this is back here. A little rough road, a little dirt. Looks like some work was going on. Birds. Birds are angry. So we're on Lebye Street. L-E-I-B-Y Street. So Libby Street. Something like that. So it's an alleyway, it seems like. So we'll take our time up here. A lot of garages and that stuff back here. Nothing too exciting, I see. Pretty cool though, still. It is a nice vibe. I don't see anybody out and about at all. So yeah, let's get out of this alleyway here. Yeah, let's continue up it actually. We'll see what's all the way up the alley. Rough terrain for four-wheel drive today, ladies and gentlemen. There's a scaffold, a nice garage going up over here. Very nice manicured lawn. I just passed back that way. Well, I'd love to show you, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't want to shine it on a private property there. So here we're at Tree Road. And it looks like we're going to have to go out this way to get out of here. Hello. So it looks like I'm all the way at the bottom here. So we have to go back up. Wow, look at this sidewalk. That's really cool. I like this sidewalk. Very nice stonework done all around here. Hardscape land. Escaping, that is. So we covered this side of the town, the right side here, on the back way. Now we're just looking at things at the front here. Also not trying to get hit by a car because we are on a highway. There's that car we looked at yesterday to the left. So yeah, came up that way yesterday. From there. So it all looks like a very small village actually. Really like the storefront here. Look at that window there. That's a really cool looking piece of property there. The red brick one next to it is really nice looking. As you see, it's typical look the whole way around. Coming through the main drag of town here. Hey, this is a church next to us actually here. Nifty. Very nice stained glass up there. Alright, let's go see where the next spot's. So some of the properties are showing age. Because it is a very old area. You see some of the properties do show age. But still, not bad looking. So, I want to take off, but I forgot to put the key back in. So let's put the key back in. Oh, take a quick look before we take off. No cars are coming. So let's crack on. There's really, I'm gonna go across the street. Here comes cars. Woohoo! Kind of back to where we started, I believe. There's two alleyways right here as well. Stone alleyways. One that way. See, that wind is ripping. There's another alleyway. Typical style rows in the back here. There's a real nice home right up here by the firehouse, like I was saying yesterday, that's being built. Alright, we're going to pause for a second because that wind's going to be a little bit much. I'm sure that microphone's playing havoc, so hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we're still going to play around with the wind though, but here's the home I was talking about. It's brand new construction. Very beautiful. Those sidewalks are nice looking out front. I wonder if they're heated sidewalks. You'll never have to shovel snow again. There's a lot of land right next to it. I'm sure there's going to be some more developing. If not, you're going to have a beautiful yard. And once again, I've never seen a dumpster this small before. Have y'all? Anywhere y'all live? And that thing is very small. Very small. You should see what it looks like the size of me compared to it. So let me put the bike down for a second. It's about as big as I am almost. Okay, we're gonna keep going down the road some more here, the main road. Places I've seen already, you and I both been down already. But we're a mile from Centralia, so we really don't got much else to see, it looks like. We were down that way yesterday. We could probably go up there again and take a look, but I want to make sure that we got it all covered along the highway before we take off somewhere else. Some side streets here. A nice side by side over there. Let's go down this street and see where this takes us. Hey, it's the post office up here. Looks like we found the post office, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. That's a little gem right there alone, ain't it? Look at this thing. Pretty cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got out to take a look here at the post office. Oh, it's like a typical standard post office. Nothing much crazy about it. I do like the fact that they have the old signage there. It's a really small one too. Gives you a real nice small town feel, don't it? Small little village here. Very beautiful side by sides over there. Anyways, let's get back on the bike and get moving. Cover some more ground before it gets too late. Looks like they're doing some work on that one over there. And this road, as you see, ladies and gentlemen, comes to a dead end. So we're gonna get going back up that way. That's the highway right there, and we're gonna go that way, see where else it takes us. Ladies and gentlemen, I came to a heck of a sight, actually, huh? You really look at that there. You see the red X's on the building? That's for fire department, so they know not to enter. So this building is unsafe and condemned, it looks like. But there's a dumpster sitting here next to it, so they're probably doing work on it, probably to revitalize the property. But that might be the worst property I've seen in this little village, so that's not bad. And it, like I said, I've seen worse than other towns. So if this is the worst they have, who's there to complain? Seems like a very beautiful place to live. I mean, just a little bit of tender love and care, I'm sure that will fix itself right back up. So anyways, let's go see where this takes us, because pretty soon we're going to wrap this up and head on into Centralia. I think I have a live stream I have to do down there for the viewers tonight. Not 100% positive, but either ways, we'll be down there anyhow getting content. But I haven't really ran into many people at all down through here. Little power thing right there for, looks like the electric company does, a little power station. Now we're going into what looks like a wooded area. If I'm correct, we go back down this trail right here. Baseball alley. I think there might be a baseball field or something down there. I'm not 100% positive. You all want to go check it out? Well, let's go. Because that's what I only went like a couple feet into the trail and this sign popped up here. It is definitely no trespassing. They have signs all over. They really don't want you to trespass down here. So I do see a gate in the distance down there. But yeah, we're not allowed to trespass on this land, so we're not going to go back here and check it out and see if there's a baseball back here. But yeah, the road is literally, let me spin the bike around here, pick up a minute for y'all. It's really cold. I'll zoom in. Baseball alley. But unfortunately, we can't go down there because there's no trespassing. But we're gonna head on in this way and see what else is up in here. All right, so we're moving on some more, like always. I feel like I say that crack on a lot too much in the video today, so I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. Up here to our right is where the fire chief of Centralia is located. Somewhere back there. But yeah, before we get riding down the hill, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you for joining today. We are finishing, we are wrapping up for today. That is it for Aristes. We're going to head down into Centralia. So until next time, y'all, rise above.